Hello, today's video will be about ASA 5506. I will perform basic configurations on this device in a very easy steps with some definitions along the way. I hope my videos are helpful for those who are seeking to be certified for the Cisco exams. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and share it on your Facebook page and give me the thumb up. And please let me know if you have any suggestions, comments, or questions. I will gladly answer you back. On my Facebook page, I created a group where I posted all of my labs there. The name of the group, CCNA Pre-Practice Labs Walkthrough. You need to install Packet Tracer. I posted a video to show you step by step how to download and install Packet Tracer, the latest version 7.3, either in English or Arabic. See my video channel or my group on Facebook and please follow through. On the description of this video, you will find two files. One for the Packet Tracer source files and the documents to walk you through the lab step by step until you finally will be able to verify the configurations you did during this lab. Now, what is ASA? ASA stands for Adaptive Security Appliance. In brief, Cisco ASA is a security device that combines firewall, antivirus, intrusion prevention, and virtual private network VPN capabilities. It provides proactive threat defense that stops attacks before they spread through the network. Now I will start doing the configurations on this topology. I'll start with router 1. On router 1 here, enable, configure terminal. The host name for this device, we'll name it router 1. Now on the interface of gig 01, interface facing the server, and this is with the IP address of 8.8.8.1/24 subnet mask, and I will activate or enable the port with a no-shut command. The other interface on gig 00, the interface facing the ASA device, is with the IP address of 10.1.1.2 with /30 subnet mask, and enable the port with a no-shut command. Next, I will work on the ASA. On the ASA here, I can enable no password, just hit enter, and then I will configure our host name from the global configuration, the host name for this device ASA 5506, and you can name it whatever you want. I just want to name it ASA 5506. Now I will configure the domain name. Domain name of CCNA, ccna.com. Next, I will configure a username of admin1 and password of Cisco. Username admin1 and the password of Cisco. Next, I will check to see what has been pre-configured on the device. This is by default. Show run. Here, as you can see, start from the top. Here, this is we configured the host name and the domain name, but on the interface of the Gigabit Ethernet 1.1, this interface here, it is showing this interface here facing the router, gig 1.1, the name F inside, security level of 100, and the IP address of this 192.168.1.1/24, and another interface, which is not, we are not connecting to it any here on the topology for the outside and with the security level, and to get the IP address through a DHCP server. So we will change this. So on the device here, configure term, we are in the global configuration mode. So we will go to the interface of Gigabit Ethernet 1.1. Now we want to remove the IP address, no IP address of 192.168.1.1 with /24 subnet mask, and also the name F, the name of the interface, no name F, and also no security level of 100 or you can just leave it at no security level and then hit enter. Now the other interface, which is not in our showing in our topology, but it has been configured, no IP address, DHCP, and no name F, and also no security level 0 or no security level. So let's see if we got rid of all of this. Usually on a switch or on a router, you need to be in the exec privilege mode to run show run, but you can do it here and anywhere on the ASA device. So show run here for the interface 1.1 and 1.2. No name if, no security level, no IP address, and the same here. So we have the device, nothing is configured on it, and we will do our own configuration. Now from the global configuration mode, I want to configure the interface of gig 1.1. This will be our public interface or facing the internet. And this is with an IP address of, as you can see on the topology of 10.1.1.1/30 subnet mask 252. And we want to name of this interface, name if is for the outside, and the security level of 0. And no shit. It's time to configure the internal private network on the interface of MA management 1.1. So type the command like this, interface of MA 1-1, and this is with an IP address of 192.168.1.1/24 subnet mask, and the name of the interface, it's inside, and the security level is 100. No shit. So let's see what we did so far. Go to, this is our management interface as we configured it, and the gigabit Ethernet 1.1, also the same as we just configured it. Now I'll also type this command. Usually we'll type show IP interface brief, but here the ASA will not work. The command goes like this, show interface IP brief. And here, as you can see, for the management interface, as we configured, it's up and up, and this interface of gigabit Ethernet, also it's now. Also another command, show IP address. Here's as we configured it. I will shrink it a little bit. Now I will configure ASA as the DHCP server for the internal network. I will set the pool of addresses from the global configuration mode. Type it like this, DHCP address. The pool of addresses starts with 192.168.1.10.2, which is the dash 192.168.1.20. So we want only 10 IP addresses, and this is we want it for the inside. Next, I will configure the DNS server. We have our DNS server as showing there. The DNS server, the same as the web server. So DHCP, DNS, and the IP address of 8.8.8.8. Enter. And now the default gateway, DHCP, DHCP, option 3, IP of 192.168.1.1. And this is our default gateway on this interface of the MA11, and then hit enter. Next, I will activate the DHCP server and enable it for the inside. It works simply by typing this command, DHCP. We want to be enabled for the inside. We have two options. We can say inside or outside, but we want it for the internal network here. inside, and then hit enter. Now, after I'm done with the configuration, I will verify with both PCs, PCA and PCB, that they can receive their IP addresses from the DHCP server. So on the PCA here, I tap on the desktop tab, and here under IP configuration, click on DHCP, see if it will receive its IP address, and sure enough it did. And on PCB the same, DHCP, and it should receive it here, and we are good to go. I will configure a default route for the internal private network so they can reach the server on the internet. For this internal network to reach the internet on this side towards the server. So the command goes like this: from the global configuration mode, simply type route for the outside to any network with this subnet mask, and our next up for the gateway to reach the outside through this interface on gate 00 on router 1, and we type 10.1.1.2. And to verify, show route, and here it is, as you can see it at the line of the S with asterisks. Next, I will configure NAT on the ASA. Now, NAT stands for Network Address Translation. NAT translates the IP addresses of computers in a local network to a single IP address. This address is often used by routers that connect the computers to the internet. Dynamic NAT on ASA network address translation is used for translation of private IP addresses into public IP address while accessing the internet. NAT generally operates on router or firewall. In this type of NAT, multiple private IP addresses are mapped to a pool of public IP addresses. First, I will create a network object. A network object can contain a host, a network IP address, a range of IP addresses, or fully qualified domain name, FQDN. You can also enable NAT rules on the object. So on the ASA device here, from the global configuration mode, I'll type object or network, and we want it for the inside network. Enter. This NAT is for the inside subnet, the private network. So subnet of 192.168.1.0 for this is the IP address of the network, and the subnet mask of this. Enter. Now I will configure NAT. So we want it to NAT from inside to outside and dynamic on the interface. Enter. Now the IP NAT outside source means to inspect an outgoing packet originated from an inside interface configured as IP NAT inside towards an outside interface configured as IP NAT outside, and act accordingly. I'll exit from here. Now I will verify with this command, show NAT, enter. We still did not use it yet. As you can see, it translate hits is 0 and untranslated is still 0. But later I will run this command again to show you that it is working as it should. Now I will verify by pinging the server from PC. So from this guy, I want to ping the server. So on PCA, I will go on command ping 8.8.8.8. This should fail because the ASA we have it here, this is our firewall. It should, if we don't enable ICMP, the ASA device should block it. So we will work on this. And because of this, I will configure the firewall ASA 5506 to permit ICMP. Now, what is inspection in firewall? Stateful inspection, also known as dynamic packet filtering, is a firewall technology that monitors the state of active connections and uses this information to determine which network packets to allow through the firewall. Now, what is inspection in Cisco ASA? Now, when many people think of protocol inspection, they think of a process that reads the data of a packet and inspects it for some amount of wrongdoing. In reality, the packet inspection feature of the adaptive security appliance ASA is typically used to help make the protocol work better. Class map and policy map. Each class map defines a traffic classification, network traffic that is of interest to you. A policy map defines a series of actions or functions that you want applied to a set of a classified inbound traffic. So now on the ASA device, from the global configuration mode, configure terminal, the class map, we'll call it inspection default. And we want it to match the default inspection traffic. I'll exit from here. Next, time to set the policy. Now, policy map, call it global policy. Now I'll specify the class we created, class inspection default. Inspect, we want to inspect ICMP, so we will be able to ping. We want to allow, to ask the firewall to allow pinging for the ICMP protocol. So it's done, I'll exit from here. Next, I will enable the service policy from the global configuration mode, service policy, which is the global policy. And here it's wanted global, or on the interface, we want it on this example, global. Enter. Next, I will verify by pinging from PCA to the server. So we are done here. We allowed the ICMP. So go back to PCA and run the command again with the arrow on your keyboard and then hit enter. And now you can see it is working as we planned. And now I'm trying to do it from PCB. Ping 8.8.8.8, and it's working as we planned for. Now, let's see from PCB here if we can access the web server using the web browser. Here, type 8.8.8.8. It should time out on us because we did not ask the ASA device to permit or allow the HTTP protocol. So to allow accessing the server via web browser, I need to add HTTP on the ASA device. So go back to the ASA here, and from the global configuration mode, simply type policy, map global policy, and class inspection default, and we want to inspect what now HTTP. Enter. Let's see what we have when I run this command show run. As you can see here, the global the policy map global policy, class inspection default to inspect HTTP, the one we added now, and we can run the ping or the ICMP protocol. So let's try again from PCB to see if we'll access the web server using the web browser. So here we have the address and hit go, and here we go, it went through. Now, I will try from PCA here to ping the server by name. Ping ccna.com. This should fail because we did not add DNS to be permitted on the ASA device. It will take some time here. Now, as you can see here, it failed. When we send, as you can see here, it did not go through. So we will go on the ASA device. Now I will add the DNS on the ASA to be inspected by creating a policy map for the DNS. Now on the ASA device here, version mode, type the command policy map, type inspect. We want to inspect the DNS, and I'll call it preset DNS map. Enter. Now parameters, enter. Message length, we want it the maximum to be 512. I'll exit from here and another exit. Now for the policy map, which is, we called it global policy, class inspection default, and we want to inspect DNS, which we call it preset DNS map. I'll exit from here and see, run the command show run. And as you can see, it is here, DNS preset to inspect DNS and to inspect the HTTP as we configured before, and they inspect the ICMP. So let's run the command again with the upper arrow on your keyboard and then hit enter. And here we go, it went through, so our work is configured perfectly. Now, I tried this from PCA. Let me try it again from PCB here. Ping ccna.com, and here we go. Next, I will configure a AAA authentication for SSH. So on the ASA, from the global configuration mode, type in AAA authentication SSH console. Use the local which we configured it earlier for the username of admin1 and the password of Cisco. Now I will generate the crypto key generate RSA modulus, and we want it to be the size of it 1024 bits, and yes, we agree. Now I will set up the permitted host or network to use SSH service. So here from the global configuration mode, to use SSH to be used by the whole network, the private network of 192.168.1.0/24 subnet mask. Oh, sorry, for the inside network. Now I will set the timeout for 10 minutes. So show run, and as you can see here, it is configured. So we can, let me see from PCA if we can, I doubt it that if a packet tracer will allow it, but SSH space dash link, and I want to use admin1 as a user, and we want to access the ASA 192.168.1.1, enter. And as I said, Packet Tracer does not support this command, but if you are using a different software, this is how to do it. And you can go to the description, the walkthrough documents there, just follow this document step by step as I showed you. First, we need to download Packet Tracer and the source files on the description of this video. It will give you this topology and just follow the walkthrough step by step. But when you reach the SSH configuration, sorry that Packet Tracer does not support it yet with this version. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any more questions, suggestions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a nice day.